Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Veronica. For today's video, we're going to be going over the Canadian collection. But before we get into it, make sure you guys like this video, make sure you subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're aware of all future videos. Okay guys, I am so excited. The launch is finally here, and I know you guys are waiting for this video, and I've also been waiting to film it, and I've had time, thank goodness. Today's Friday. So I have the day off. I've been taking off every Friday since the start of summer, and I'm doing it up until the end of summer, basically. Because the weather's nice, so why not have Fridays off and then just get more time to myself to be able to do things at home, but also it's been really helpful with these launches. So being a Canadian vendor, this is something that I've been wanting to do. I wanted to do it at the right time, and I think with everything going on with the tariffs and all that jazz, I thought that this was the perfect time. I know it's really, really hard sometimes to just be able to get anything from the States as a Canadian. I know there's a lot more things that we can order from the States, but the problem are the fees that come with it, right? So the duties, and now the tariffs, which is 25%. Which 25% is a lot. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just do a Canadian collection, because I feel like I felt like I needed to uplift myself in a way, you know, just honor my beautiful country, even though it comes with its own problems, but we can always appreciate the things that remind us of Canada, at least the good things, and that comes in the form of scent for me. So it was really, really fun putting this together and making it basically a Canadian collection. That's like, there's nothing else I can say. But this one took me a little bit of time. I was always asking people, I'm like, oh my God, what are names that you think would work and stuff? And it honestly was really a task, because I wanted them to stand out and I wanted them to be unique. And I hope I did, you guys. I hope I did it justice, okay? And also I just wanted to show you guys this shirt. Okay, everyone's been talking. Okay, since I've been wearing this shirt, every single time I get compliments on it and everyone loves it. It's a foodie shirt. That's what it is, which is great because there's some stuff here that have some of these scent notes in it. But yeah, my girlfriend actually got me this, of course, at Five Below. Is it called Five Below or Below Five? I think it's called Five Below. She got it there for like $5. I'm just going to show you guys. So we have an egg here. We have some bacon, some toast, some sausage, some pancakes, and some orange juice. This shirt makes people really hungry. And I just thought this was like a very fitting shirt to wear for this Canadian collection. I was going to do my nails red and maybe even like red, but I'm like, you know what? No, I think this shirt is enough. We are in summer, so I'm not doing red nails. If I do red nails, it's usually during Christmas time. I don't really like doing it during summer. Summer is all about neon nails, which, by the way, I'll show you guys. I just did them. For some reason, the shine goes away. I use this top coat and it's supposed to make it shiny, but for some reason it just goes away. It gets a little dull. It's not too bad, but I'll put some like cuticle oil and then some hand cream, and it usually looks nice. But yes, these are my real nails. I always tell you guys that I'm obsessed with my nails. But anyways, let's get into this collection in no particular order. We're just gonna chit chat, and I'm just so excited for this one. So this collection definitely has a lot of scents that I don't normally sell, I guess you can say. Just oils that I'm not really used to, and I wanted this to really, really stand out. So I'm really excited for this. I'm excited for you guys to just get your hands on it. So, okay, I'm gonna actually leave this one behind because there's a few. Okay, so I will say for sure, this collection has less gourmands and more fresh and woodsy. Let me see. I think these ones are all, yeah. So as of now, there's technically only 4 gourmands that we have here. So I'm going to put those ones to the back so that I'm not doing all gourmands all at once and whatnot. Okay. So the first one that we have here is I always struggle with saying this one. Algonquin Nights. It might be pronounced another way. I probably should know how to say it, but I really, really struggle saying this one. It might be my Portuguese, but Algonquin Nights. So this one is leather, vetiver, patchouli, balsam woods, amber, and vanilla. And this is the label. You guys are going to be obsessed with these labels. I am so happy with how these labels turned out. I really wanted them to scream Canada. That's like, no, like just look at this beauty. So stunning. I hate that the window's right there because it's kind of reflecting. So I'm trying to not have too much glare going on. But anyways, you guys can see that. It's absolutely stunning. So we have here Algonquin Nights, and I just wanted this to be a woody based scent. This one for me is more of a bougier, as most of my scents I try to make bougie. So you're getting a little bit of that leather. You get the patchouli. So I know there were some people in the group that were saying they wanted patchouli scents. If you like patchouli, definitely grab this one. And then you get the balsam woods. Oh, this is just so gorgeous. And then you have amber and vanilla. So I'm not going to say that this is a perfumey type scent, because I know sometimes if you see amber in a blend, it can come off that way, but I promise you it is not that whatsoever. I would say this is kind of like an exotic woody scent. You have the vanilla that kind of creams this out. It's a very, very smooth woody scent. So if you're into a little bit sweet of a woody note, but like smooth, I would definitely recommend this one. I wish I had something that I can compare it to give you guys like an idea. Maybe I would say a little bit of a comparison with maybe Mahogany Vanilla from Bath and Body Works, or even the Scentsy, I don't remember the name of it, so please forgive me. It's one of the mahogany scents. I know there was two of them, but one of them came off more perfumey based, and the other one reminded me a lot more of like a mahogany vanilla without that perfume. And that's kind of what this is. This is just a beautiful woody vanilla scent. Very, very smooth, very, it's just, yeah, it's really, really creamy. It's a creamy, woody, smooth vanilla scent. Beautiful. Love this one. Absolutely love this one. Okay, I'm gonna love them all. So you're gonna hear that a lot, okay? Okay, then we have, let's do, I said no particular order, right? Okay, let's do maybe, hold on, I wanna like, that one I'll do after because we just did a woody scent. Okay, oh my God, what do I do? I'm so excited, I don't even know what to pick. Okay, let's do this one here. Whistler Mountain Air, and this is brisk morning air, sunrise mist, dewy leaves, fresh tree sap, damp moss, juniper bark, cashmere wood, and musk. Okay. I don't know if it helps having like scent notes like on here. So you know what? Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll grab the actual picture of this and put it here. I'll see how it looks first, okay? I'll see how it looks. Because I know sometimes people like seeing things visually, so I don't know. I'm gonna put it there, see if it looks nice, and if it doesn't, then I just won't do it. But anyways, Whistler Mountain Air. So this one, oh my God. Oh, okay. This is literally a morning fog. This one's so hard to describe to you guys. It's not, but it is. So I pick up a lot of the dewy leaves, and I get a lot of the damp moss. Oh my God, this is just so gorgeous. I've never been on a mountain, first of all, okay? But this one was definitely described as that, okay? But what I'm picturing is, you know, I just reached the top of a mountain and there's a fog above me, but then there's this like cool mist of like water hitting my face. Just, I don't know. There's something in the air, okay? It's very cooling, it's very refreshing, it's hitting my face, but then there's a lot of like fog happening, and then you're on top of a mountain with that cool breezy air. That's kind of what I feel like this would be. You do get a lot of that brisk morning air, which I just described. You get the dewy leaves, like they're like wet. And then you get that damp moss. It's very wet, very, very wet moss. And then you get the base of cashmere wood. So it's not really hitting you in the face. It's like more of an underlying note. And then you get a bit of musk. So if you are into a morning mist type of scent, a wet type of scent, it's honestly, I'm struggling right now with this one. I really am. I told you these scents are very out of the norm for me. So I might struggle a little bit, but they all, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. They're very, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm not going to know what it is. And I'll be thinking here for a really long time on what the word is. But this is just such a beautiful, fresh, a little bit of aquatic, oceanic type of scent. It's just so beautiful. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. Then we're gonna do, let's go into something sweet now. We have here Beaver Tails, and this is hazelnut, melted chocolate, cinnamon, pastry dough, and brown sugar. Beaver Tails. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna say to you is this. If you are not into chocolate, you are not going to want this because it is a heavier chocolate-based scent. So I wanted to do a beaver tail. I wanted to do one of their chocolate beaver tails, basically, because I love chocolate. So I'm like, you know what? I haven't really done too many chocolate, but I really don't have that many chocolate blends. Like I have something in like a peppermint mocha type of scent, but I don't really have anything with chocolate, not too much. But this one, you definitely pick up the chocolate. You get that pastry dough, and then you get that hazelnut. It's like, it's such a beautiful blend of everything. So it's nutty, it's chocolatey, and then you get that pastry dough, a little bit of that brown sugar. It's almost a little bit burnt, but not really. But it's so good. Like, it's really, really good. I really love this one. So if you're into beaver tails, and if you're not familiar with them, just Google. They have so many different versions of beaver tails, and it's making me hungry now. So there's that. Okay, then we're gonna let's do this one here, a fresh one. Okay, we have here Cora Pines. This is sweet pine cones, fresh pine sap, dewy pine, forest moss, and balsamic woods. I'm really in love with the labels. Oh, they're just so stunning. Cora Pines. Okay. If you want the most authentic pine tree scent, pine forest scent, it is this, okay? This does not smell like a pine cleaner, like, you know, the one you use to mop, like pine salt. It does not remind me of it. It could, it may, because you might correlate the scent with that, especially if you use it at home. But this is just such an authentic pine scent. It's literally a pine forest. That's all it is. That's all you get. It's super natural smelling. It's almost as if like this is like an essential oil based only. It's not. But it is just so refreshing. So you get the pine cones. You do get the sap. It's so interesting to be able to even smell sap, but you get it. Like if you're right beside the tree and you see that sap, I know it's not supposed to really have a smell per se, but because it's on that tree, then like it's giving you that like pine scent. Like, do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? It might not make sense. I'm just describing it as I feel, you know, as I smell. It is so refreshing. It is, oh my God. And I'm very picky with my pine tree scents. There's a lot of them that smell very fake. There's a lot of them that smell very Christmas, okay? I don't want to say, this does have a little bit of like that element, like Christmas element for sure, but you can still use this all year round. Like I feel like this would be really nice when you're like cleaning your house type of thing. If you want like a more of like a natural tree scent in your home versus like a citrus scent. Something that'll like clean the air. Oh, this is so beautiful, so refreshing, stunning. Okay, then we're gonna do, let's do this one here. Actually, no, let's do this one instead. Okay, we have here Coastal Caverns, and this is saltwater, sea foam, ozone, damp bedrock, coastline greens, and coastal woods. Okay, so I will say, I didn't write it on here because I don't want to ruin the label writing that it's some kind of type, but this is actually inspired by Disney's ride called Passage of Flight. I think that's what it's called, Passage Flight, or I think it's Passage of Flight. I've never been to Disney, so I have no idea what it smells like, but everyone says it smells identical to the ride. I personally love this. This has got to be the most realistic, authentic smell I've ever smelled in my life. You get the salt water, you get that damp bedrock. Like this is such an aquatic, wet scent. It's absolutely absurd. Oh my God. You get the sea foam. Like this is, and it's strong. I will let you guys know what I think is the strongest. But like I smell water and rocks. Water and rocks. It's just so refreshing. It's so beautiful. Atmospheric. That's the word I was looking for. A lot of these scents are atmospheric. Oh, this is just so freaking beautiful. Like, I feel like I'm just walking in the water and there's like damp rocks underneath my feet. And like, I could smell everything. The ozone. Oh my God. The coastline. This is, if you guys like an aquatic scent, I think you would really like this one. You do really need to like the damp bedrock note because it's quite intense, it's quite strong. But I love it. So that's Coastal Caverns. Okay, we're gonna do a gourmand now. So DriveThru Run. This is buttery pancakes, maple syrup, powdered jam donuts, brown sugar crumble, flaky croissants, and a hot cup of dark roast. And I think the name is very fitting because that's all I ever hear is, I'm gonna go through a DriveThru Run. Oh, yeah, this is gorgeous. So if you've ever tried my, what's it called? I think, what is it called again? Wild berry jam donut. If you ever tried any blends with that, that's in this one. So you get a little bit of that donut, you get some of the coffee, and then you get the sweetness of the maple syrup, and you have that croissants. The croissants is a little bit more in the background. I didn't want it to be too intense. I wanted this to be more upfront with the coffee, with the donuts, and then I wanted that maple syrup to kind of just round it all out. I did actually have another scent that you guys tried from last year called Northern Lights, but I've decided I'm going to, I'm redoing that one with different oils because I just want it to be a little bit of a stronger performer and also a better blend. I like the blend itself, but I feel like I can definitely do a better job with it. But I also, when I did that one, it was the old formula, so I know it would perform better, but I just want to change it up a little bit. This is just so good, guys. It's so yummy. So yummy. Okay, so if there's one thing I'm gonna mention, oh yeah, sorry, I actually forgot to tell you guys. So you're gonna start seeing, I started it only with this collection, so going forward, for the actual, oh, it's gonna be so hard to see. Yeah, this thing never, it never, oh my God, what's the word? It can't focus, the letters are too small. For the pour dates, I put July 25th, so July of 2025, oh my God, the year 2025. Because putting the exact date, honestly, it's really hard to keep up when I'm printing the labels and then there's a wrong date or something. So I'm just going to put the month and the year going forward. I did think of it at one point of actually taking it off, but I don't know. I just feel like it makes the labels look more clean by not having it there. But I feel like a lot of people like having it on. So actually, I want to hear from you guys. If you can leave a comment down below on whether or not you care if there's a pour date on it or not. I know most vendors do it. I never did it in the beginning, and then I started doing it because I thought like, okay, maybe more people want it. So please let me know. I might just do a poll on Instagram and on Facebook just to see what you guys think, because it would definitely be easier on me not having to add it there, but it also just makes the labels look a little bit nicer. Because I mean, a lot of people who are not familiar with like wax melts are gonna be like, what is this? Like, why is there a date on it type of thing? They might not know about the whole curing and all that, you know, so I don't know. Anyway, so there's that. Okay, then we're gonna do that one. Okay, we'll do this one here. So this is a returning scent. There's only 2 scents in here that are returning. So this is Msoka Woods. I did have a Muskoka Mocha, but I didn't want to have 2 scents with the same name. So Muskoka Mocha, I most likely will end up renaming that one because I feel like it should have a different name. And I felt like, excuse me, Muskoka Woods is just better in terms of like the name and stuff. So yeah, Muskoka Woods, this is a blend of vanilla balsam, Palo Santo, marshmallow fireside, and smoke embers. Okay. This one was a really, really popular one last year. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. So beautiful. So the vanilla balsam is probably the heaviest note that I get here. The Palo Santo is a little bit in the background, but then you get that beautiful marshmallow fireside that like adds that sweetness and it tones down the vanilla balsam just a little bit. And then I have that smoke embers. The smoke embers is a very, very strong oil that I have, like extremely strong, that if it is not the right ratio, that's all you're gonna smell. But this blend was just perfection. Oh, it's just this beautiful, like sweet, like this is like vanilla balsam on steroids. Like it's just so good. Oh, so, so good. And yeah, I probably haven't really like gone over, maybe I should have gone over some things that like remind me of each scent. But I just, honestly, when it came to this collection, I just wanted to think of things that Canadians would be familiar with, basically, right? just anything to do with Canada, but more of like atmospheric things. That's why there's so many of those in here and less of like the gourmands. They're not atmospheric, they're just more, they're foodie, right? And I still wanted to incorporate that because we do have some good stuff down here. But I just wanted a lot more atmospheric. I feel like this collection was more based on, honestly, my boyfriend really inspired me with this one because he's such a camper. He loves to camp. And I'm like, I know a lot of people have been loving woody scents, and I wanted to incorporate a lot of woody scents in here, a lot of tree scents. But then I also wanted to add a little bit of like the atmospheric with like the waters and everything. I started like Googling a bunch of parks that are in Canada that I've never been to, you know, like I've never been to, what is it? Whistler. I've never been there, but I saw how beautiful everything looked. And I felt like that scent with the, what's it called? With the mist and everything, like that foggy mist and the cold air on the face and everything. I felt like that worked really well with that one. Cora Pines. I mean, we have pine trees everywhere, right? I have been to Kawartha. Kawartha's beautiful, and I love their ice cream. If you guys have not tried Kawartha ice cream, you must. I feel like one day I'm gonna end up buying a few Kawartha ice creams and just eating them on camera with you, but they have so many and the tubs are massive. And then what else was there? Alanguin Nights. I've actually never been there, even though it is here. I've never been there, but I always hear that it is one of the most popular places that people visit from all over Canada, to go hiking, camping, doing all that stuff. So there's that. And then DriveThru Run was honestly inspired with Tim Hortons. And yeah, okay. So Muskoka, so yeah, I already spoke about Msoka Woods. And yes, there's that. So that one's a really good one. And then we're gonna do, let's do this one here. This is the Silent North. This is evergreen, blue spruce, fir needle, rhubarb, cedar wood, and juniper berry. Okay. Let me, like, slouching now. I'm getting too comfortable. Okay. So I would say if you want more of a Christmas tree scent, this would be it. So the Kawartha Pines, it's more of, I would just say like you're literally going camping or you're going on a hike or something and you're just walking through trees. That's it. It's a pine forest, a magical pine forest. This year is Christmas vibes. It is Christmas vibes. You get the blue spruce. You get the juniper berry. You get the, I don't really pick up a lot of rhubarb on this one. It's very, very subtle, but you mostly get the blue spruce. I'd probably say that's the strongest one to my nose. And then you have the fir needle, and then the juniper berry just adds this gorgeous sweetness. It is so, so beautiful. Like Christmas in a wax melt. Okay. Now we're gonna go on to a foodie. So we have here Canadian butter tarts, and this is golden raisins, pecans, melted butter, cinnamon, pastry tart, and vanilla. You guys, this one, I'd probably say this is one, oh God, no. Okay, I'll pick my favorites at the end, but it might be really hard. Oh, this is so freaking good. This is literally a butter tart, you guys. Literally a butter tart. You have that melted butter. You had the added pecans. You have the raisins. Oh, it's just so delicious, so decadent. Like, I want to eat this wax bar. Oh, it's so, so, so good. I've really been getting into butter tarts, you guys. I think they had the butter tart festival this year. I think it already passed. I definitely want to go next year. Like, I have to go next year. Like, oh my God. So good. So freaking good. Like, this one definitely makes me really hungry. Very hungry. Oh, butter tarts, they're just so good. Okay. Then we have here East Coast Waters, and this is marine minerals, ocean air, cypress, sea salt, coastal driftwood, ambergris, and cedar. And this was just a little bit of a, what's it called? Oh my God, I'm literally forgetting all my words, guys. Please forgive me. It's been a very long day. But I wanted something to represent the East Coast, basically. I know they have a place that has this one lighthouse. Oh, I forget the name of it. I'm forgetting the name of it. I'm sure there's probably a few that have these lighthouses. This is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. So this to me is an aquatic, but a little bit of a perfumey base. Oh my God. It is so like, oh my God. So this one's very, very strong on minerals. You have a little bit of like, kind of like the same smell with the other one, but it's not like, I don't know how to explain it. The other one's like a wet rock. This one's like a dry rock. But then you have the ocean air, you have the sea salts, and then you have a lot of coastal driftwood. This is very strong with the coastal driftwood. And the cedar, honestly, I pick up almost everything in this one. So sometimes I go a little unhinged when it comes to like writing like the scent description, because I want to write so many different notes, but I really try my best to put scent notes that I pick up. But sometimes there might be scent notes that I don't pick up and maybe you might pick up. So I'll add like a few extra ones in there because everyone's nose is different, right? But this one is just, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Okay. Then we have Campfire Mornings, and this is a returning scent. And this is espresso with torch marshmallows and crackling birch. Yeah, this is just everything. The strongest note to my nose in this one is the crackling birch, but the torched marshmallows really tones it down and makes it really sweet. And then you have that hint of espresso. It's almost like, I feel like if I didn't put espresso on here, I feel like you wouldn't really know it's espresso because you get so much of the crackling birch. It's just so beautiful. So beautiful. Okay. But yeah, this one definitely, the backstory for this one was, well, obviously I launched this one last year, but I did this one because it just reminded me of when I was going camping with my boyfriend, and we would have coffee in the morning. We'd wake up out of our tent, have coffee, and then you just have the smell of like the wood and everything, and just putting on the campfire, basically lighting up a campfire, just everything of that, like everything with my camping experience was put into this one. Honestly, this one in Msoka Woods. So initially I created those two for that reason, and that's when I went camping with him. I did portaging, guys. I did portaging. Do you know what portaging is? If you're Canadian, most likely you will know. And last but not least will be my most maybe controversial one. That's why I left it till the end. But we have here, you ready for this one? Maple bacon donuts. So sticky maple syrup, smoked bacon, sour cream glazed donuts. Okay. I don't think y'all are ready for this one. If you do not like bacon, you should not buy this one. Okay. Just saying that right now. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. I came out with a scent. Was it last year? I think it was last year. And I think I named it Breakfast Bliss. That's what it was. It was Breakfast Bliss, and it had a bacon note and then something else. I'm not remembering right now. And I know a lot of people were really hesitant with that one, but when some people bought them, they were like, oh my God, this is the most authentic bacon scent ever. My best friend is obsessed with it. She wants the scent. Like, she wants it. She's like, I love the smell of the bacon. So I know the other one was really intense, and this one is also really intense. So this one it's like a hickory type base. It's very, very smoky bacon. Like, it is definitely a smoked bacon scent. Like, you were going to get hit in the face with that bacon, okay? But I wanted to add some of that maple syrup, and then I wanted to add the what's it called? The donuts. So I've only ever tried what was it that I tried? It wasn't a donut, it was a cupcake actually, from this place called Almond Butterfly. Which, if you guys have not tried and you live in Toronto, they're located on Dundas and Bathurst, and also Spadina and Harvard, closer to Spadina than Bathurst, but yeah. And they had one, and I had never ever tried a maple bacon cupcake. I've wanted to try a donut, but I don't know where they have them here. Actually, no, there is one place. I think it's called San Remo, but it's too out of the way for me. But I know that we love our bacon, we love our maple syrup, and we love our donuts, okay? Combine them together and you get maple bacon donuts. You get that maple syrup, and then it's drizzled all over the bacon. So whenever I would do the camping, even cottage with my family, we would, make breakfast, and I would have bacon and pancakes, and I would literally drizzle maple syrup on the pancakes, but I'd make sure that that bacon was also drenched with it, because it was so good. I probably wouldn't be doing that right now because, I'm being health conscious right now. But this is what I mean, the bacon, okay? Oh my God, this is so good. So good. So I am curious to see if anyone would be interested in this one. But I had to do it. I had to do it. Even if it doesn't, isn't a popular one, at least I did it. And I stayed true to what I wanted to do. Okay. So if I had to tell you what is strong in here, I would probably tell you every scent. Okay. Let me see. I'm not even joking with you guys. They're all strong. I feel personally, if there is one that was not, I would say DriveThru Run might be the lightest one. I'm gonna say these are all medium and above, medium to strong. They're all medium to strong. This one would probably be the only one underneath that medium. But it still smells pretty strong to me. But if I had to pick something, it would be this. Everything else is really, really strong. Maple Bacon Donuts is very strong. Cora Pines is very strong. Campfire Mornings is very strong. Msoka Woods is quite strong as well. Silent North, very strong as well. And then maybe I'll say the other ones, the more aquatic ones, might be, hold on. Nah, that's strong. Alanguin Nights is also very strong. I would say the more aquatic ones are closer to that medium. And then Canadian Butter Tarts and Beaver Tails are pretty strong as well. Well, but I would say medium for these. But honestly, it's really hard to say because it's going to be different for everyone's home, right? So there's that. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to... Oh, yes. Okay, so I know I had some people make comments and stuff, but we had our Sense of Portugal launch last week. These are launching tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And for those who might have missed my post, I basically said that I was going to do the Sense of Portugal, and then obviously this was going to be a separate launch date. I did not want them to be together, but I was not going to ship out anything. I have not shipped out anything. I have not started anything with shipping, because I wanted to give a chance for anyone who wanted to get purchase from the Canadian collection. And then after you make that order, I will combine the orders together. If you qualify for free shipping, I will refund you your shipping price, shipping fee. So the shipping cost will be refunded. And then if there is any like difference with like how many more wax melts there are, then like you'll just get charged the difference for shipping and whatnot. But yeah, so do not worry if you did order from Sense of Portugal and you want to order from this one, I will combine them just to save on shipping costs. So there's that. And yes, it's only going to be this size. I've already mentioned it every single time. All my collections and all my RTSs, I'm only doing clamshells. I'm not doing sizes that are bigger, just because I am a small company, and I don't want to, overdo it. I don't want to kill myself. So I'd rather just keep it small. And I feel like it's also the perfect way for you guys to try something new with a smaller size, because if you don't end up liking it and then you have a bigger size, you're not really, I mean, you can always destash if you don't like something, right? But if you're someone who doesn't care to destash and you want to keep it and you don't like it, at least like this, you have a smaller size. It is 8 cubes. So I think this is more than enough for that. And let me see what else. Yes, so these are $10, and in American, I think they're going to be about $8. Honestly, I do not post American pricing anymore, because last time I said it was going to be 10 Canadian, 8 US, and it ended up being like 7 US because the exchange rate it was just playing games, okay? And I just don't want to put out any like misinformation out there. And what else? Oh, what are my favorites? Oh my God, how can we forget my favorites? Okay, so that's definitely a favorites. This is a favorites. That's a favorites. I feel like that has to be a favorite. This is definitely a favorite. I don't want to pick too many, so I'm just gonna pick a few, and I'm making sure they're also from different like categories. Yeah, these are all from different categories, except for 2 maybe. Actually, no. So one favorite is Coastal Caverns. I just really, really like. Oh, this is just so freaking good. It is so beautiful. Like, I really want to go to Disney just to smell this right now. The Passage of Light. That damp bedrock is killing me. It's so beautiful. It is just so, so beautiful. And then my second favorite, so I'm just naming 5 out of the 12. Msoka Woods. It's a returning favorite of mine. I just love it. It's just such a perfect blend. I'm obsessed with that one. Campfire Mornings, just because it reminds me of the mornings when I was camping. Ugh, gorgeous. Cora Pines, because it's just such a realistic pine tree scent. It was either between this one or what was the other one called? The Silent North. I love them both. They're both beautiful, but I definitely really love this one a lot. But oh God, hold on. Let me smell the Silent North. I really do like this one too. Actually, you know what? This one reminds me a little bit of Red Berry and Spruce. It's giving me a little bit of that vibe. Just not as sweet. But yeah, this one's stunning too. And then last but not least is that Canadian Butter Tart. This one's just got me. It's, it really, really does. Oh, it's just so delicious. I feel like I want to buy butter tarts now. Anyways, so there you guys have my Canadian collection. I'm so excited to share this with you guys. And I really do hope that, I really hope a lot more Canadians discover this collection. I think it would be such a great a great way to kind of experience like the sense of Canada, right? But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to all my social media platforms, which I will link down below. And if you are interested in shopping anything Melting Memories, check out my website, meltingmemories.ca, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.